Welcome back to Nigeria 2015. Our continuing coverage of the 2015 general elections today happens to be when the elections of who will be governor in which state and who will be members of the State House of Assembly for the next 4 years is taking place today. In some areas, collation is going on. Let's bring you this report from Lagos. Voting went on peacefully in most of the polling units visited in Lagos West Senatorial District. However, it was a different kettle of fish for voters at Agor Palace Way as suspected hoodlums wreaked havoc in some of the polling booths in the area. They beat up and intimidate voters as well as snatching ballot boxes.
Well, meanwhile, collation and counting has indeed been completed in some parts of Ogun State. The INEC officials at one of the polling units said that everything went on smoothly and the electoral process has been concluded.
General conduct is good, as you can see everybody, they were accredited, they voted, and the result has been counted. And at the end of the day, we have seen the result, and everybody is happy here.
Well, in Imo, voting continued uninterrupted in some places where people sat quietly, waiting patiently for their turn to cast the ballot.
The root cause of persistent election crisis in some particular areas of Imo State, Ohajegbema, Ngbala, precisely, Oguta, Izombe, Agua, precisely every time. So I don't know why we cannot really find out what is the root cause of this, because it's obvious that we know the people that cause this mayhem, we know the people that do this, and it seems that the government does nothing about it, the system does nothing about it. I think it is high time we bring this to an end.
Well, from then on, it's time for us to get to the social media and find out what have you been talking about, or what kind of pictures have you been sending on Facebook, on Twitter, via our email. Inni Thompson is here to give us a roundup on Poststream. Hello, Inni.
Hello, Chamberlain, and good evening. And just a little bit of what you've been saying. Of course, voting has been concluded in some areas, and we start with a tweet from Benga Adefaye, who says, voting done in Arepo, waiting for results. Ogun is good. As we saw one of the report that we brought to you just a few minutes ago, the community counting and, community jolliness that we saw there. And then next we have, it's very sad to see some youth getting involved in electoral violence. Those who are used for violence have just confirmed to the people using them that they are not useful to themselves and that they have no future. Where are the sons and daughters of the so-called politicians using other people's children for violence? They are busy studying in various universities across the world. That's Destiny Ugo, talking about the pockets of violence and unpleasant incidences that we've heard taking place in some states during this election. Well, from there we go to Ruben Angie, who says elections are peaceful, accreditation timely, and voting ongoing. Of course, this was sent a while ago while voting was still ongoing in Ruben's area. Well, from there, we bring you a picture story. Instead of just bringing the pictures to you, I put together some of your pictures, and here is the story. Woke up to the much in 29 states and State House of Representatives. Long queues were witnessed as early as 7 a.m. in Lagos, Kwara, Kaduna, and other states during accreditation. Although there's been complaints of low turnout, but many have praised the Independent National Electoral Commission for early arrival and better functioning of the card readers when compared to the presidential elections. It's not just the electorates that participated. Politicians of all rank and file were involved in both the accreditation and voting process. There's also been unpleasant tales in especially states where the NHRC noted as flashpoint. In Kano State, for instance, burnt ballot papers are evidence of such. But it's not everyone who is allowed to vote, so watching channels television seems the best way out. That's right. Everybody is a part of this election, be it on the field or in the rooms. Everybody is participating. Back to you guys.
Oh yeah, and we'd like you to keep those participatory pictures streaming in to our studios here. We appreciate all of them. But you know,